Hey everyone, welcome to another video of Data Lounge. So in this video, we are going to see how to create conditional column in Power BI Power Query Editor. Conditional columns are helpful to create new columns based on certain conditions with reference to existing columns in your dataset. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I have already built a dashboard. So I have used the Wide World Importers dataset from Microsoft. I'm not going to discuss the setting up of this dataset, but I will put a link to the dataset. So if you're interested, you can check that out. But in this video is mainly focusing on how to create a conditional column in the Power BI or how to create a custom column in Power BI. So let's get straight to that. So here you can see there are a lot of different metrics in this dashboard. That this is a sales dashboard, and you can see sales amount in the previous year. There's an year slicer over here, and then there's a description slicer. We'll get to that in a bit. And you can see customer location and sales information for those locations, and there is monthly sales. So here what I want to do is that you can look at this description column or description field. The description field gives details of individual products that were sold, and this is too much details for the products, and I don't really need to dig into that much detail in this dashboard. So for dashboard are particularly mainly used to get an overview of how our metrics looks like for a business operation or like the sales. So usually we don't dig into too much detail in the using the dashboard. So here what I would like to see is that I would like to have a product category which is more consolidated, that consolidates all the products of the company into different categories and not individual products. So, but I don't have those product category field in this data set. So you can see this is the fact orders from which I'm pulling the data, but that data set or the table doesn't have that field. So I'm going to create that using the description field. So let's see how we can do that. So what you got to do is either edit the query from here, or you can also go to home and select transform data. You'll be the Power BI will open Power Query Editor, and you can see the tables that we have here. And what I'm going to do is, you can see the description column. So you see there are a lot of information for individual products. These are there is a different variety of products in there, so I would like to categorize them into more consolidated categories. So for that, what I'm going to do is go to add column on the top and select conditional column. So you will be provided this menu here, add conditional column. You can create, name the column as product category, and column name. So here, now you're going to give that condition. So first you have a reference column. So if the column name, that is the description column is the reference, contains, so there are a whole lot of different products in there. So I'm saying that if the product description contains toy, I'm gonna name that as toy. And I'm going to add another clause. If the product description contains, let's say, shirt, I'm going to say that's apparel. And if the description says or contains jacket. That's also apparel. If the description contains hoodie, apparel, description says socks, that will be apparel. The description says car, that's also toy. And the description say contains what else was there? Slippers, slipper. It's going under footwear. And everything else is going to be under others. These are all not all the categories. Maybe I can further categorize them into other different products, but this is good for now for demonstration purpose. So I'm going to keep it that way. So anything else will fall under the category other. So let's click on OK. And that's going to create a new column with the name product category, and you should see all the category products that you all the conditions. Based on the conditions that you named, you will find the values of those product category. So you can see here apparel, footwear, other, toy. So now I'm going to change the data type to text. Click on this ABC123 and click on text. So this will be a text field, and you can see that on the data applied steps, you have a new step here, added conditional column. And if you look here on the top of this formula bar, and I'm going to expand this using that, and you can see this is the M language or M code of PowerBI or Power Query Editor. That's working behind for whichever steps that you do in here on Power Query Editor. So this will get added for each and every step. So that's the M code. So you can it's good to understand that M code sometimes. So maybe you want to modify your conditions, so that will be really helpful. So you can see here table add column, that's the step created. We added a column, and this step was after changed type. So there's a change type step, so that's what's here. And you can see the name of the column, product category, and the condition starts that each if the text of that text contains toy, then we will name that as toy. Else if it contains shirt, it is apparel, and so on. So that's how the M code for this particular step. So I just wanted to say that, because this will be really helpful for you once you get to know about the Power Query Editor and M codes. All right, so we have new product category column over here. So I'm going to click on Home and close and apply. And we will have, once the data is loaded, we'll have the product category column here on the fact order table in the data model. So now you can see that the product category field is added to the data table, and let's add the product category field into the slicer here instead of the description. So I'm going to remove that from that field. Product category, drag that into this field, and I'm going to also create another donut chart over here in this field, similar to the this one. So I'm going to add product category into the legend field, and also I'm going to add total amount into the values. So now you can see that the donut chart is categorized based on the product category. And if you go and select the drop down of the slicer, you can see there is apparel, footwear, other, and toy. So if I select apparel, now you can see the whole dashboard filters to apparel category of products. So this way I can drill down further of the on the sales information for each product categories. And if I unselect this, and that will show the donut chart and the sales between sales comparison of each product category. So here you can see the other category is much more compared to the apparel and toy and the footwear categories. It's probably because there are furthermore items in there that are belonging to apparel or toy or the footwear, or maybe there is another category that another product that can be categorized into a new category. So, but for now, I hope you guys were able to understand the concept of conditional columns in Power BI. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And don't worry about the logo here. I just put a random logo. So if any of you are any movie buffs here, just let me know in the comments from which movie this is from. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.